They know they're getting something.
The Commissioners Court of Brazos County will meet in regular session on October 25th, 2022 at 10 a.m. in the Commissioners Courtroom, the County Administration Building, 200 South Texas Avenue, Suite 106. First item on the agenda, and it's posted live on Facebook. First item on the agenda is the invocation pledge of allegiance to the U.S. and Texas flag, and I'll lead those. Father, I thank you for your goodness, your mercy, for all the things that you bestow upon us. Father, I pray that you'll be with our country and continue to bless it as we move forward. Father, be with us this morning as we make decisions for the county. We ask that we always do things we represent the county and I always do things, for the benefit of the county. I ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Second item on the agenda is call for citizens' input and/or concerns. And we have Dixie, is that Bellin? Bolin? Come.
Good morning to everyone. My son is Larry Bolin. He was involved in the Kentmore cabinet incident, unfortunately, on 4/8/21. I spoke here on August the 30th and September the 6th. I had 9 pages of complaints. I have seen really nothing change in the last 7 weeks. All 3 of his attorneys he has fired due to not doing the right thing, being unconstitutional, unlawful. My husband is his lawful counsel. Through the Constitution, you can have a lawful counsel, although most people think you have to have an attorney. You do not. A lawful counsel should get the same respect as any attorney. We are having problems with Brazos County DA Parsons. He is refusing to give over discovery evidence to my husband, who is Larry's lawful counsel. That is not right. He should be treated the same as any attorney. It is my son's case, not DA Parsons' case. Every city, county, state, and federal worker takes an oath of office to the Constitution, and they should stick to that and do their job. You can always ask for a copy of their oath of office, and we are hearing many sheriffs all over the U.S., unfortunately, are taking oath of office to the United Nations. Totally not right. It should be to the U.S. Constitution. On 4/8/21, me and my younger son were interviewed by an Officer Luna with the Texas Rangers. He was asking about if we knew anyone with a red shirt, red Toyota Tundra. We didn't know who he was talking about. We have since learned, unfortunately, I guess, there was a guy that was after our son that day. He had every right to use self-defense. They were after him, a gang at Kentmore Cabinets. And Kentmore Cabinets was aware of this. Our son went to bosses several times, as well as other co-workers, and they were denied protection. This gang went on and harassed my son. Could have been avoided, unfortunately. The man in the red truck was shooting at our son multiple times while he was in my car. He was arrested. He was held for several days and nights. He was released and was told to leave town. This has all either been hidden from the news or they are just not reporting it. I'm not sure. Only they know that. It is not right. The public should know what really happened on that day, the full truth. My son, as well as ourselves, have seen very little evidence at all in this case. It's horrible. They are hiding everything, more or less, from he and my husband and myself. We have gone to them multiple times, sent paperwork, calls, and we have received very little. It's horrible. Mail is still, when we write our son, it has to go to Seminole, Florida. No reason for that. Our mail should go to our son at Brazos County Jail. We have to mail it, if we mail him anything, to Seminole, Florida. Non-postal workers go through all mail there, pictures, letters, cards. It's put on a kiosk machine. Then our son can get that information off of a machine. Totally unconstitutional mail fraud, actually. Our mail and anyone else that mails mail to that county jail should go to that person, not another city and state. Totally wrong. We've tried many ways to work with everyone, and we are receiving very little cooperation. All 5 of you take an oath of office, as we know, and you're held liable also in the Constitution of Texas and U.S., and we want to see some changes at Brazos County Jail. There's many things there going on that are totally wrong, unconstitutional, unlawful, inhumane, and we need to see changes quickly. So we don't want to take it further, but we will if we have to. Thank you all.
Thank you. Roy Flores.
What you're receiving here is a copy of page 2. If you'll notice on the bottom, Roy Flores, 507 East 31st. If you'll notice on the bottom, it's highlighted, and I'll go through it. Many people have spoken up here on the $10 tax charge on our stickers for our vehicles. Now, I apologize, I wasn't here last week. We lost my mother, and so I was in San Antonio with my family. But I'm here today to speak on the RMA Brazos County Regional Mobility Authority moving forward 2022. Clearly on page 2 at the bottom it states, in accordance with Texas Transportation Code, the registration fee applies to all vehicles in Texas with a Texas license plate that pay a registration fee, including trailers and semi-trailers. Now, the RMA chairman went on WTAW and said just the opposite to the farmers and ranchers, assuring them that they would not have their trailers taxed, that only their vehicles would be taxed. He also stated that toll roads are not on the table at this point. He made it very specific, at this point. Well, he failed to mention that he's only going to be chairman for about 3.5 more months until Austin appoints a new chairman, which they do every year. And we don't know what's going to be on the table at that point. Now, you've been told by several people that have come up and talked to y'all about the number of RMAs in the state and how many of them are toll road authorities. And also having this chairman going on WTAW and slandering the folks that came up here to speak against this and that mentioned trailers. I don't appreciate being lied to, and I'm sure most people don't. Now, if we're
You shouldn't, we can't have personal attacks. I mean, whether it's slander or not, I have no clue, but Roy, but if you make your point, go ahead and make your point. But I don't know that the law is clear about whether it was slander or not. I have no idea, but make your point. Whatever your point is, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay, well, let me put it this way. As adults, we are able to discuss things in an adult manner and not call people names. That's very childish, and it's very unprofessional. And if we're going to have an individual that clearly goes on WTAW and says that they are not abiding by the Texas Transportation Code to all the listeners, well, that's very dishonest. And if his nonprofit committee is able to do this and go against Texas Transportation Code, well, then my next question would be, what else can they do without going through the right channels? So I'd appreciate y'all looking into this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other citizen input? Hearing none, we will consider and take action on agenda items 3 through 19. Number 3 is ratification of the 2022 Brazos County tax rate per section 26.05A and C of the Texas Property Tax Code.
Judge, I move to ratify the 2022 Brazos County tax rate established by Section 26.05A and C of the Texas Property Tax Code, which provides for a total rate of .429411 per $100 of value and includes a debt rate of .040097 per 100 of value and a maintenance and operation rate of .389314 per $100 of value.
I second that.
Motion made and seconded, creating the rate at .429411. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 4 is consider and take possible action on a county burn ban. Jason, you want to speak to that?
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Jason Ware, Deputy EMC for Brazos County. We saw a little bit of rain last night. I think we averaged about ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch across Brazos County. After speaking with the fire chiefs for the county, it is still fairly dry, and we are concerned with the fronts that blow through. We get a little bit of rain, but it drops the humidity and raises the wind. So we are concerned with still an active fire season upon us. We do have some rain predicted for Friday. Not sure at this point how much we're looking at, but we do have a decent shot at rain on Friday. But we are dry, and the numbers are reflecting that. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Okay.
Jason, this is
Yes, sir.
Russ Ford, Precinct 2. In Precinct 2, in Commissioner Precinct 2, we got 1.5 inches. I measured it this morning. What I'm going to ask is, with us having 1.5 inches out there and then prediction of more rain this week, would it be the appropriate move to table this a week and then consider it next week after we see what kind of rain we get?
So that is definitely y'all's choice. The official rainfall was about, I think it was a little over ½ inch, but in some places across the county we did receive a little bit more here and there. Other parts didn't receive as much. That's definitely y'all's move.
And tell me again, what was the recommendation of the fire chiefs?
So 3 of the 4 that I heard from were in favor of the burn ban at this point in time.
Okay.
I'll offer a motion.
To put the burn ban on? Or what?
That is, I would agree with the chiefs and motion that we do put the burn ban on.
I
Okay.
second it. I only got it less than 1/4 inch at my house, so
Yeah,
And
I
I
got,
don't
I
think
got a
I
lot of
Very
wind and
little.
noise,
Right,
but
I
Yeah, I
didn't
did
get
too.
1/4 inch either.
okay, so we got a motion and a second.
I don't have any problem with deferring to being cautious on this.
Okay, so we got a motion and a second to put the burn ban on. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
One opposition. Motion carries. Number 5 is approval requested for acceptance of coffee maker and microwave donated by Ed Bull as per value of $90 for the Brazos County Public Defender's Office.
Move approval.
second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion.
Yeah, thanks, Ed, for doing this.
Yeah.
Very generous and appreciate it.
Trying to get the Public Defender's Office set up and prepared so when the chief public defender gets hired, they can actually operate. So,
Yeah.
thanks, Ed. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 6 is acceptance of grant award from the Office of the Governor fiscal year 2023 for Regional Web EOC project. Grant period is October 1, 2022 to September 30, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 7 is approval of the following community support contract FY 2023.
Move
Brad-
approval A.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve A. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 8 is request approval for the FY 2023 budget 2.07, correcting the fund source from County Records Management Fund, Fund 19,000 to County Clerk Records Management Fund 2,000.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 9 is request from Road and Bridge Department for payment authorization to Fuquay Construction Company for materials in the amount of $42,506.55. Purchase order was not obtained in advance.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 10 is approval of amendment number 2 to contract 21-141R Medical and Health Services for Brazos County with Joel Richards, D.O., a.k.a. Doc Healthcare, P.A., to have his name uniform with all contract documents.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 11 is approval of contract 22-169 for residential treatment services
Move approval.
with Shoreline.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 12 is approval of contract 23-022 ATM for Brazos County with Quick Draw ATM Services, Inc.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 13 is approval of contract 23-075 for PRIA Auditing Services.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 14 is permission to advertise for bid or advertise RFP CIP 23-561 Broadband Consultant.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 15 is consider to take action on Frontier Southwest utility permit to relocate 25 and 50 pair cables along the pedestals on I and GN Road, Straub Road, Stousland, to accommodate the improvements of the county will be making to this section of roadway, sites located in precinct 1.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 16 is tax refund application for the
Move
following.
approval A through F.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 17 is budget amendments. Budget amendments FY 21/22, budget amendments 52.01 through 52.04, and budget and FY 22/23 budget amendments 3.01 through 3.04.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 18 is personnel change of status.
Move approval A and B.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 19 is payment of claims. Claim to be paid by Brazos County, claim number 811-8414 through claim number 811-8566, and claim number 9006061 and claim number 9006117.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 20 is an acknowledgement of FY 2022-2023 budget actuals fund as of October 19, 2022, and the acknowledgement of FY 22-23 contingency budget to actuals by fund as of October the 19th, 2022. Number 21 is the acknowledgement of the monthly reports submitted in October of 2022. Number 22 is Juvenile Director's Report on Detention Population. Linda.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. We have 38 juveniles in detention, 29 males, 9 females, and we have 27 on electronic monitor. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Number 23, Sheriff's Report on Inmate Population. Sheriff.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. 641 today. 547 men, 94 women. We have 48 on electronic monitoring and 9 pending.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sheriff, could you take just half a second to explain to us on that mail situation that was during part of the public comment? It makes sense to me that we don't want mail sent directly to the sheriff's office, but is that normal? What she
So
had
that
described?
practice is in response to mail coming into the facility that's been saturated in dangerous chemicals, drugs, either for use or to harm the staff processing the mail. And so there's providers out there that scan that mail and it's delivered electronically.
Understood. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sheriff. Number 24 is announcement of interest items and possible future agenda topics.
Want to announce that early voting has started, and hope everybody goes out and votes. We have 5 early voting locations: Galilee Baptist Church, Brazos Center, Central Office, the McLeod Training Center, College Station Utilities on Graham Road, and College Station City Hall on Texas Avenue.
Not the
Open
Brazos
se-
Center. I think,
Arena Hall.
yeah, Arena Hall.
Arena Hall.
Yeah.
And open 7 to 7 Monday through Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday.
That's correct. Any other announcement? Number 25 is call for citizens' input and/or concerns. Hearing none, next item is to adjourn. Thank y'all.